Let's continue to read about the war war in Ukraine. Right, we always feel Russians are terrible in their tenacity and brutality, although they are human beings, same human beings. Uh, but this title attracts my attention because the Russia uh, has jailed a soldier, right? Their own soldier. So let's find out what the story is all about. Russian soldier jailed for life after being found guilty of shooting dead Ukrainian POW in unprecedented ruling. Daria Tarasova, Markina, Sophie Tano, CNN. Russian soldier Dmitro Kurashov, accused of committing a war crime by executing a Ukrainian uh, serviceman who had surrendered during combat, attends a court hearing in Zaporizhia, Ukraine on Thursday, November 6th. Zaporizhia, Ukraine, not Russia. A Ukrainian court has found a Russian soldier guilty of killing a Ukrainian prisoner of war in January 2024 incident and sentenced him to life in prison in the first ruling of its kind. Interesting. So he was captured too? Dmitry Kurashov, 27, was convicted by a court in Ukraine's southeastern city of Zaporizhia for shooting dead a Ukrainian soldier who had just surrendered to his unit. According to Ukraine's security service, Kurashov had previously served time in a Russian prison for theft, and in November 2023, he signed a contract with the Russian Defense Ministry in exchange for amnesty. The court found Kurashov guilty of firing on the Ukrainian soldier at point blank range, during an attack in the vicinity of the village of Pryotune in the Zaporizhia region on January 6, 2024. The soldier had already surrendered during the battle after running out of ammunition, the security service said. According to the prosecutor, the Ukrainian came out of a dugout, unarmed dugout, dugout, raised his hands and clearly indicated his surrender. At the request of the Russian soldier, he knelt down but was shot with an automatic weapon and died on the spot. In a separate case, a Russian soldier who had been accused of robbing a house in the village of Plystavitsy in the Bucha district of Kiev region in March 2022 was found not guilty. This ruling was based on a lack of evidence. Kurashov's sentencing is unprecedented, marking the first time a Russian soldier has been jailed for killing a captured Ukrainian since the start of the war. Kiev says many Ukrainian prisoners of war have been killed by Russia's forces, but there have so far been no legal ramifications. Earlier this year, the Ukrainian Prosecutor General's office said it had, as of May 5th, opened 75 criminal investigations into the suspected executions of 268 Ukrainian prisoners of war. It said the number of alleged executions of Ukrainian prisoners of war has been rising, with 8 cases involving 55 soldiers in 2022, 8 cases involving 11 soldiers in 2023, 39 cases with 149 soldiers in 2024, and 20 cases up to May 5th this year, with 51 soldiers. For more CNN news and newsletters, create an account at CNN.com. So obviously, the Russian guy was captured, right? It's an interesting event, right? Let's go back and see what I marked to remember. To tip the scales, well, there's nothing substantial about this, right? But let's go back, see what I should remember. So he was thief, right? Dugout, prisoner of war, nailed down, legal ramifications. Well, that's it. Thanks for listening. I hope the war ends soon, right? Tip the scales of war in my favor. Thanks for listening. Take care. Peace.